Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live podcast interview to plan your escape with the Master Oracle. And thank you all for bearing with us. This is our second round doing today's live because we have some technical issues. We're going to talk today about the upcoming Bali and Thailand retreats, and we're going to talk personally about why we left where we used to live. Both of us are originally from the USA, why we are doing the things we do now abroad, and how that all first started. And we're excited to announce, y'all, that when you join us in beautiful Thailand or in Bali, you are going to get $500 Fitergy Wellness Vouchers slash, if you sign up this month, slash, if you join us in Bali, you get a whole year of Fitergy Unlimited, my wellness coaching program. You're going to get support to get you ready for these amazing experiences. Not just that, of course, you get yoga, wellness every day with yours truly, readings with the Master Oracle, Quenton Stroud himself, who we're going to be speaking with. And we're going to be doing deep healing spiritual work in both locations. Here in Thailand, we are going to an elephant sanctuary, playing with those gentle giants. And of course, a cabaret show. We're going to do a cooking class, staying at a luxury villa with a pool. The list goes on, getting our photos on, get our beauty on. You get handmade clothing and jewelry included in both packages. And in Bali, because it's an island, y'all, we're going to watch the sunset and beautiful Seminyak, get your feet into the
Yes.
sand, and staying in a luxury villa, doing a whole day of self-care, water purification ceremony. The list goes on. And I think more than anything, the community and being in community with humans in real life is one of the most healing and magical things ever. So thank you all so much. We're excited to see you in paradise and of course share more about our stories. Thank you so much for joining us. The Master Oracle, Quenton Stroud. Quenton Stroud is a metaphysician, celebrity psychic. He has worked with over 10,000 individuals across the globe, including multiple people with millions of followers who contact him every single week to get to better faster. Welcome, Q, and to today's live. Feel free to share anything else about yourself
Yes.
and anything else coming up. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Listen, we are super excited about this because one thing that I will say is that for those of you who have seen the writing on the wall yourself as well, for me, I had to plan my escape 4 years ago because seeing the writing on the wall, for me, it was not a pretty sight. Okay. And one thing I say, as you know, as an oracle, my job is to help you to get to better faster. And I give you insight and foresight in order to do that. So insight and foresight. And so having the foresight to kind of see things that were unfolding that didn't look good, smell good, taste good, feel good, right? I was like, yeah, I got to do something different. And so for me, for Luke, our process of removing ourselves from a situation that didn't feel so good, it was about just planning our escape and let's get out of here, let's do something different, right? And so that may be you might be in a position where you want to plan your escape. Now let me be clear, for us it was a long-term permanent kind of thing. For you it could just be like, listen, I need to escape from my current situation. I need to escape from my current life. I need to escape from my current temporary kind of thing. And so taking a break and stepping out of this restimulative environment, coming over here to paradise, as Luke so affectionately calls it. Like, I live in paradise, right? So coming over
Yes.
here to paradise and getting a total life reset, that might be exactly what you need, right? So if you're in a position where it's time to start to do something different and you already know it is, it's time to start to do something different, then go ahead and let's talk about what that's going to look like for you. We're going to be doing readings today. So for you, for those of you who stay on, I'm going to be doing readings for you. I'm going to be taking a closer look at what does it mean for you? What do you need to escape from? What do you need to get out of? What do you need to release in order to have a better experience? So we're going to be watching that and doing that as we stay on to the end.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to mention, I talk more about this in my book. Like I kind of think about everything that's happening, maybe in your life, maybe where you are currently living, as it's like water is heating up, and you see this with frogs when they're in water that is slowly heating up. Typically, the frog will stay in the water and die. It won't jump out of the water in
Mm.
time, even though you can leave right now. You have the ability. I'm assuming the people out there that are watching us, you have the ability to go get your passport. You have the ability to get on a plane. You have the ability to come and do yoga with us. Not everyone has this privilege and this luxury at this moment and place in time. Okay. And,
Yeah.
anyways, long story short, this is your sign to jump out of the warm water and get to a retreat with us, get out of where you're at. And I want to say like there's this whole idea of instantaneous changes, like boom, you buy the plane ticket and you move abroad, okay? I actually want to explain there's no such thing as overnight success. There's no such thing as just doing it and it works out. There are steps that you take before you get to that point. If you are thinking of moving abroad, if you are thinking of permanently changing your environment, right? Of calling in the one, what have you, of you getting ready for that. And that's what I love with these retreats is that we are getting you ready for the love. If you're calling in your
Mhm.
soulmate, if you're already in a relationship and you want it to get to the next level, okay? We are here to help you with the deep healing so that you are emotionally ready to
Yeah.
make those big shifts. I almost moved abroad a couple years ago. I was not ready at that point. I was not emotionally ready. Also, in terms of the business, everything, moving everything 100% digital. Like we just did a live, right? And the whole live was all messed up, but we still did it. And emotionally now at this point, well, emotions, I'm all about emotional mastery. That can really, when you feel good, when you're like okay with the screw ups and you can just still like keep going, that really can help you, whatever it is, in dating and your fitness. And that's why it's going to be so amazing being in community, doing the manifestation, the magic, the wellness, which we're going to talk more about today, because a lot of times you hold these traumas or these things that are sabotaging you inside of your body. And we're gonna talk more today about how to overcome those humps, right? The mountain is you.
Yeah. I think you hit on something really important where you talked about nothing happens in a vacuum or nothing happens just overnight, right? Overnight success doesn't really exist. And so I totally agree with you that things all kind of layer on top of each other. Even scripture says that all things work together for the good of those who love. And so all things do work together for your good. If you're hearing this right now, there's some part of your spirit, some part of your essence, some part of your being that is vibrating at this level. Because we vibrate at a high level, okay? We vibrating on a whole different planet, right? Luke is an Aquarius, so they already, not from this world. And so we're vibrating at a very high level. So what that means for you is that if you're tapped into this energy, if you're tapped into what we're doing, that some part of you is calling for a higher experience. Some part of you is calling to tap into something that's so much bigger than your current situation or your current circumstances. And there's a world, hear me, there is a world outside of that. Okay. There's a world outside of that world that you're living in right now. And we're inviting you to see a new part of the world. We're inviting you to be in a new part of the world and experience the things that we get to experience every day. Listen, I said it a long time ago. I want to live where the equator goes through my living room. I said, I don't like snow. I don't want to see snow. I told God, I said, don't bring the snow to me. I got to go to it. Okay. So for me, I decided to move here to Southeast Asia where the equator goes through my living room, or it's actually a little bit further south, but it's close. Okay. It's close. I said, I don't want to see snow. And so I absolutely love it here in Paradise. And you guys get an opportunity to come and experience that as well. And so we're going to dive a little bit into what we're going to be doing in this retreat, what we're going to be experiencing while we're here. And you're going to get a chance to tap into all of that. At the end of this, we're also going to give you an opportunity to do a one-on-one wellness, what is it called? A wellness audit. You're going to get a wellness audit and be able to tap into what we're doing and interview to be a part of this. This is an application only thing. I want you to be very clear. We do not want people who are not ready to do something different with their life. Okay, this is for a massive shift that is happening already, and you have to be deciding to be a part of that massive shift. So this is an interview process. So we are going to be interviewing you and asking you some very important questions about what it is that you want to do with your life and how we can facilitate that.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to say that growth happens in community. Nothing happens alone. I would never be where I am today if I didn't have people that believe in me are, in the community in my first retreat. That's literally Q where I got my first one-on-one private yoga client. So 1 month after my first retreat is when I started my business, lukeyoga.com. And I began doing that. Okay, and I just want to give some background too about why I've escaped. Like why are we doing this? Why am I doing this great
Mm,
work? And I in COVID, lockdown happened. All my clients canceled but one client. And that's when I moved everything online. And that's what I've continued to do for the past 5+ years since we were in COVID, right? And the beautiful thing is that if I had not gone on that retreat queue, if I had just like been like, no, I'm not going to do that retreat. I'm going to stay and do the same thing that I've been doing before. I would not have founded
Right.
my business in 2019 before all these things happened, right? So I was ready, and now I'm doing what I love, loving what I do, and I decided to make the pivot. Now it's crazy. It's like almost a year ago, but I remember that I was like, I'm overdoing this. This like I need a new environment. I need to change where I'm at. I'd been living in the same city for about 9 years, and I was like, I need to go. I really want to experience living abroad in Thailand and Asia. And I remember thinking, it's too late. Oh my God, I'm 37. I should have done this in my 20s. Da, da, da. Your age is just a number, okay? And it's never too late. Do the thing
Right.
now, right? It's never too late to do your first retreat, to move abroad, what have you. I am meeting people now that have moved abroad in their 60s, okay? I'm going to digital nomad
Yep.
events multiple times a week. I'm meeting not just people from the United States, a lot of people are from India, China. I'm meeting people from Russia. Israel, Europe, the list goes on, and we all have that commonality that we escaped. Like we just went for our dreams. We're like, I want to do this. I want a new experience, and here we are. And when you join us at the retreat, I wanted to going back to what Q was talking about. We're going to be really changing your energy. So when you transform
Mm,
your energy, how you feel, those emotions, right? How you connect with yourself, how you connect with others, you're able to open up your heart again for love. You're able to transform your health. Okay, we're able to live longer if you're feeling good. We see this over and over again that people that are have emotional mastery, people that have positive relationships, that they live long, healthy lives. Okay, so I think that's why what's so cool about this retreat is that, like Q mentioned, we're handpicking the people. So you are getting a rock star group of individuals if you join us in either Thailand or Bali. And we're going to be doing things that you can never do in your home country, right? I don't know if you have an elephant sanctuary where y'all are at, but that's something really
nope.
special here in northern Thailand that we literally Q's coming up to Chiang Mai in a few days. There's literally a coffee shop where you can hang out with elephants while you're drinking your tea. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so we're gonna go into the night markets too. We're gonna be supporting local artists. This shirt I'm wearing right now is so fly. It is handmade in Bangkok,
I
Thailand.
love that
Okay.
shirt. Yes.
This is some silver from down in Bali, and your package does include beautiful jewelry handmade in Thailand and clothing. So like these are things that you need to experience by getting physically out here, okay? And I think we've talked about this before, but being in a predominantly Buddhist culture, like what the predominant religion here is Buddhism, is really healing because really people believe in past lives. They believe in the law of karma and being a good person and being the best that you can be so that one day you reach something called nirvana, okay? And the longer I'm here, the more healing it is. And I can say coming here with us for a week, staying in our luxury villa with the pool table, with the popcorn machine, with all the amenities and with the community, with all the activities we're going to be doing, can really transform the trajectory of your entire life. A life's a terrible
Yeah.
thing to waste. So I'm really excited that, and we're going to go to a cabaret show. We're going to be doing all the things, and the list goes on in Bali, right? The magical island of Bali. So I'm really excited.
Well, I'll say this, that for those of you who are coming, right, to we're talking about Bali right now, right?
Bali, yeah, definitely. And Thailand,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, you're talking about both. Okay, got it. So for those of you who are coming on the Thailand retreat in February or the Bali retreat next September, is that right?
September. You got it,
Yeah.
7th to 12th.
So you got almost a year to get to Bali, and you got about what 5 6 months to get to Thailand. Whatever you're planning on doing, however you're planning on making this planetary shift, is what I'm calling it. When you get here, first of all, you're going to be picked up in this luxury van, and you're going to be whisked away as you're seeing the landscape unfold around you. You're gonna arrive at this beautiful villa where you're gonna be like able to jump off and your bags take it into the house. You're gonna be able to walk right into your room that's already laid out for you with a little gift on the pillow, and you're going to be able to walk into this room and you're going to be able to start this journey and start this experience like nothing you've ever seen before. Listen, and even if, let me say this, and even if you already came to Thailand before, there's so many new things that we're going to experience, so many new ways that we're going to, new foods. Let me tell y'all about the food, okay? Thailand was just voted, I saw it. Thailand was just voted the number one food capital of the world, okay? Thailand is the food capital of the world. So if you know you like to eat, if you know that, listen, Thailand is where you want to come to do that. Okay, you can go other places and get a nice burrito, and that's wonderful. Okay, but getting some good Thai food, baby, let me tell you. Okay, what's going on, Johnny? Yes, but Bali was in my visit list. Yeah, come on, Victoria, this is a part of the world where you can start to see magic really unfold around you, and you start to see people. Let me tell you, the people here are so friendly, and they welcome you with open arms. They love to see you there, not only because you're going to buy some nice things, you're going to buy the nice shirt that Luke has on, you're going to buy the nice jewelry that you're going to do all that stuff, but they are genuinely respectful people. One thing I've experienced about the Buddhist faith is that when I go to Buddhist temple, because I try to go every birthday, on my birthday in March, I try to go to Buddhist temple every March. And when you go into the Buddhist temple and you get the blessings of these monks, and you're sitting there on the floor and you're doing your prayers or whatever, and they're doing their prayers in Thai. I don't know what they're saying, but it's wonderful, beautiful stuff. And then they'll throw the water on you like that. And they throw the water on you, and it sprinkles of water just hit you, and you be like, ah, and you feel it. You feel it. You feel all the negativity come off of you. You feel all the stuff coming off of you. This is what we want you to experience. Luke went to the water temple in Bali. Tell him about the water temple.
Yeah, and so when you join us in Bali, we're gonna do that deep healing work, and you're gonna be going to the water temple. So it's not just people from Bali,
That's right,
people from
Benjamin.
all over the world are gonna be with you side by side, and we're gonna show you how to actually do this ceremony in the Balinese style with a Balinese guide, okay? And so essentially when I went to Bali for the first time about 3.5 years ago, I was facing a lot of blocks. I was not feeling it in love, not feeling it in business and myself. And after doing that ceremony, where we literally like we you literally bathe your head in the water coming out, the sacred water coming out of the temple while you're in the bath at the temple, okay? And you do this ceremony to
Yes.
honor your ancestors. After that ceremony, like my blocks were gone. Like I just felt so clear, so good. And sometimes like we really need these actual activities, these ceremonies, okay, to get you to the next level. And also, I just think being in nature, like being in Bali at this essentially the heart chakra of the world. It is a place of love. When you go to Ubud, where we gonna be staying, when we got a real nice luxury villa planned when we are down in Bali as well, and a whole day of doing the self-care, okay? The massages, we're going to be doing the facials, everything. Okay. So I think, so for me personally, like, yeah, going down there was extremely healing. And also, you know me, I love the beach. I love just seeing that sunset over the ocean, and the food in both locations is wonderful. And I agree with you. Q, that here in Thailand we have amazing food. I
Mm.
love it. The flavors, and I've been doing my homework. I've been going to the night markets and really finding the best spots for you to go to get your souvenirs, to go get your try out those foods, okay? And I'm really flooded with like almost too many places to go, too many things to do, and that's like a really good thing that I want to share with y'all. And it's so different, I think, than going on a retreat with someone who's never been to that country before in their entire life, or someone who even might have never lived in Southeast Asia. No, no, we are living out here. We are traveling. We have been out here for months, and in Q's case,
Yeah, this
years.
ain't for play.
You get in a deep transformation with us. You're getting guides who truly care. And yeah, and I just think like being in this culture of Buddhism up here in Thailand, and then that culture down in Bali is predominantly Hinduism. So they believe in multiple gods, right? There's a different god for each part of the island of Bali. So it's really good to like kind of like reframe how we look at this world, okay? And like really connect with different people of different beliefs, of different energies. And out here in Southeast Asia, and I can say my friends were explaining to me here in Thailand, if you are self-centered in Thailand and in these places, that's actually seen as a big negative. It's actually seen as a positive when you give, when you think beyond yourself. There's actually this thing where it's customary here in Thailand. When you see someone who's older than you press your hands in front of your heart and you say, "Sawadika." So you say it's kind of like a greeting, and I've started doing that, and I notice people, it just creates a connection, right? And so like you're gonna really get an authentic experience, an insider's view when you come and join us on these retreats. So I'm really excited about that. I'm learning Thai little by
Yes,
little. I can count to 1,000 now.
you? Wow. Okay, that's amazing.
I just did
Um,
it.
I I love it. Well, what I'll say is this, that for those of you who are still on the live, we're going to be doing live readings at the end of this. And I do see some of you. I have Jasmine, Johnny, Benjamin. I see you guys have posted your birthday. If you want to do a live reading, please post your birthday. I'm going to be giving you the escape plan. I'm going to be giving you the escape plan. That doesn't mean you got to leave your country and leave your mama
Yes.
home there. Listen, if you ain't ready to leave, don't leave. That's fine. That's fine. But there is an escape that is happening for you. Okay, there is an opportunity to escape, to back away from some of the things that are no longer serving you, and that's kind of what we're going to go into a little bit as we go along. What I will say is this: that when he talked about going through these ceremonies or these rituals, this is probably the highest form of magic. Okay, rituals, and this is for me. This ain't got to be for you. I call it rituals. Rich, you all. Rich hyphen U hyphen ALLS. Okay. So when you go through your rituals, you have to figure out what makes you feel rich, what makes you feel glamorous, what makes you feel glorious, what makes you feel better. Okay. So for me, I like to do my rituals often. I like to make sure that I'm doing the highest form of magic of transformation, because what rituals do is they reprogram your energy field. Hear me. Rituals reprogram your energy field. There's habits, and rituals break habits. How many of you have been living the same day over and over? You're in Groundhog Day. You've been living the same day over and over, just seeing different people from here to there. You've been living the same day. Oh, but I go to a different restaurant on Thursday. You've been living the same day, but oh, yeah, we're going to drive a different way to work today. Listen, breaking those habits, breaking those automatacities, it's like you're on automatic, is so important, because one of the easiest things that you can do just from your comfort of your own home is start brushing your teeth with your opposite hand. So if you're right-handed and you normally brush with your right hand, start brushing your teeth with your opposite hand. And what you're going to notice is you're going to start laughing. You're going to think it's silly. It's going to be weird. But what it's actually doing is creating neuroplasticity. It's creating neuroplasticity, and your mind can start to change. Have you ever seen somebody who like they sit in their ways? This is what they sit in their ways. Well, how did they get there? How did they get so set in their ways? They kept doing the same thing over and over and over again. And so rituals are so important and very high magic in order to change your life. And so we're going to be breaking some of those rituals when we start doing our magic class here in at the retreat. We're going to be breaking some of those rituals. We're going to be creating new rituals for yourself, and we're going to be doing it again. They're called rich you alls, and we're going to be doing it in order to make those shifts in your life that you've been wanting to make. And you get to create your own postulates, right? You get to set your own intentions when you start this process. So it's not me telling you what it's going to be. It's not Luke telling you what it's going to be. You get to tell us what you want. You get to tell the universe for the first time, really ever, and it hears you what you really want, and you start to see radical change. You start to see immediate. Luke start to see it within a week, like just out of
Yep.
nowhere, boom, 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 boom. Like this stuff is real, y'all. Okay, and we're gonna be doing this together. So thank you for that. Yeah, and go ahead and put your date of birth down in the comments below so I can put you on the list. I got people on the list already. So put your date of birth down in the comments below.
Yeah, and sometimes getting you just out of where you're at is exactly what you need. It's one of the keys to really clearing out those blocks, getting you into this whole new hemisphere, literally. And I wanted to mention too, of course, we're going to be doing the manifestation, the magic work, the yoga, the wellness slash. We are going to here in Thailand, we're going to the Golden Temple. So we are voting on the places we are going based off of the people, what y'all want to do. Now, last year we went to the Golden Temple. We did about 6 different rituals to call in love, to call in money, to call in healing. Okay. We were led by a person who was Thai, who was Buddhist, who told us all the things, what they meant, okay? And it was amazing, like you said, like going to where the monks live, getting that holy
Mhm.
water on our bodies, right? While we were doing the different ceremonies, after we walked around the pagoda, I think it was 8 times. It was it was a significant number, okay? Because all these things that we do. I know I actually saw something online that these rituals that we're doing now that are kind of woo-woo, that are new age, within the next couple of years, these are going to become standard practice, okay? We're coming into
Yeah,
this time where this spirituality is the norm, okay? And we're starting to see that this physical world, especially with artificial intelligence and everything getting really streamlined and kind of like made really fast and instantaneous gratification, spirituality may be the key to unlocking love, maybe the key to unlocking longevity and health and happiness. Okay, whatever the thing is that you're calling in. And I know, and also I want to mention, and right to my side, and I can grab it for you, but the food here is incredibly healing. Like I just went and bought myself some matcha made here in Thailand. The
mhm.
amazing protein you get when you're out here, the dragon fruit, the coconut ice cream is delicious. Okay, the I love the food. Okay, I'm saying if, and I know other people joined last year. They mentioned like, Luke, I joined because of the food. And I'm like, yes, like we go into multiple
Yes.
Michelin star restaurants and you're going to be eating well. You may notice yourself feeling lighter, feeling better. The food here in Southeast Asia is essentially organic. We do not have processed food. I was going to go to Taco Bell the other day and I did not go to Taco. We do have a Taco Bell here. I know it's not
Ooh,
good. Now, the thing is, if you go Taco Bell, you're gonna spend like 20 bucks and it's processed and it's shipped all the way from the United States. You can get a fresh, delicious meal made by a local Thai family for way less than that. And it just makes you feel so much better. So you're really not incentivized to go to get that stuff that you might be getting a lot of in the USA, those processed foods. No, no, you're gonna be eating clean when you're out here. The same goes for when we are in Bali, when we're gonna be having catered meals in both experiences, gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free options available. And we're gonna have our own pool, so you can go swimming in that pool, get your sunshine on, get that vitamin D on, okay, if you so choose. And we're including, of course, pictures in the package too. So you don't even gotta worry about looking your best. We're gonna have professionals doing all those good things. So you're really gonna leave with memories that will last a lifetime. And we're really, once again, we're stepping in this time where
yes.
spirituality is the norm and experiences rather than physical objects, maybe exactly what you need, right? So instead of like spending this same cash doing something on the daily, like AKA whatever your thing is, maybe it is spending all your money at Starbucks or something. Let's switch that out and put it towards Thailand or Bali. And I want to mention, yes, we also have a
Yeah.
payment plan for Bali over 11 months. So making it very accessible, just $600 monthly if you go in with us to Bali. So it's something that's really doable. And the same with Thailand, it's just a shorter time frame because it's in February next year, February 23rd, y'all. So yes, I think it's just gonna be incredible. Whatever experience
Yeah.
you are feeling called to, schedule that call.
100%. It's interesting because when we're doing these, you mentioned about these things, each of these pieces having significance, right? What I'll say to this is that when you're breaking old habits or patterns, it is not easy, and it's definitely not recommended you do it alone. Okay. The reason why is because when you're trying to break these habits, you might just see it as normal everyday life. You might just see it as this is what's normal. This is the way life is. But outside looking in, we see that, okay, that's a stuck flow, right? That's a stuck pattern that you're in. And by having someone being able to connect with you, partner with you, grow with you, what ends up happening is those habits get called out, not in a kind of judgy kind of
Yeah.
way, but more in a healing sort of way, where it's like, oh wow, I didn't even realize I was saying that. Like, and that's where it starts. I'm gonna say this, and probably the easiest way to spot it is in what you say. It's like, oh, I didn't even realize I was saying that. Really? I was saying like that? Wow. And we do this one thing where we sit in a circle and we let each person kind of speak their story. And as their story comes out, everybody in the circle is listening. And you're intently listening to their story to see what shows up for you, right? And so it's almost like a Quaker kind of, everybody, the Holy Spirit is active, everybody is tapping into their own intuitive force and being able to say, wow, you know what, I noticed something you said, or this really stood out for me, yada yada yada. And we get to do this huge beautiful sound bath, word bath, where everybody gets to kind of pour onto you and heal you and cleanse you with words. These are things that you're going to get to experience that you have never experienced before in most cases. Okay. And so as you're here, as you're tapping into thank you, Spirit. How I'm getting this is that this is to create a significant emotional event. Somebody put that in the comments below. A significant emotional event. And you're doing this in order to have this impact. You're doing this in order to have this change that is taking place. And each part of these rituals, each part of this retreat is to create those lasting changes, to create the impact and the significant emotional events that's going to take you to a whole nother level. So we're going to go ahead and get started a few minutes on the reading. So I got my cards ready. If you don't have your date of birth down in the comments, I only have 3 people on the list now, and we got 6 people in the room. So if you want to go ahead and put your date of birth down below. I know Victoria says she does not want to give me her date of birth because she don't want me to call her out. Well, I will call you out. I'm just letting you know now. Whatever comes up comes out. But if you never had a reading with me, you probably should. It's wonderful.
Yeah. And I wanted to just as someone who was a participant in the retreat last year during Q's session, Q did a magic session with us, okay, and we went deep into the issues each of us were facing. And Q, I wanted to shout you out for really getting people to take action and getting people out of getting stuck, whether it's love, whether it's healing, it's setting boundaries with people, okay? And I know for me, that experience was hugely transformational. And we also did a ceremony where we connected with our inner child at the last SoulFit Summit. And that was deeply healing for me as someone who held myself to unrealistically high expectations as a childhood actor, as someone who was an artistic kid who suppressed who I was for most of my life. It was beautiful to really literally return to that moment to love and parent my inner child. And that's really something that, like Q is
Yes.
alluding to, will take you to the next level when you're literally working with us in real life. Okay. And I want to say we are extremely powerful people right here on Zoom on this live. When you meet us in real life, I'm gonna say that we're actually even better. And I was literally told that by someone who I met in person who'd been following me for years. They're like, Luke, you better in person. I'm like, yes, okay. So you're gonna get us in 3D. You're gonna get that and that energy of love
Ah,
and gratitude
Victoria.
where you can that makes it so you can heal.
Yes.
Sometimes you need to have it in real life. You need to have it with living, breathing humans in a room with you, okay? And so that's why we're so incredibly excited. And as we were shown in 2020 during lockdown, when you could not fly abroad for a moment there, you could not join people in community in person. Now is your opportunity. This opportunity, the door will close. It will close at
Yep.
some point. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's something else. Da, 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 the list goes on. The door is open. So I wanted to say, like, this is your sign to take a chance on yourself. Late is better than never, right? In terms of you going on a retreat, in terms of you getting out, escaping, come and join us, come and schedule that call. And I'm so incredibly grateful for my previous self, Luke Lintott. Like, I'm so glad that I went on my first retreat. I'm so glad that I signed up for my own coaching. I have not stopped for all these years, okay? And I'm not stopping because I know that it transforms my life and my body, right? I'm getting in the best shape of my life right now because I'm abroad,
Yes.
because I'm doing this thing. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to share. Yeah, get out while you can. I love that.
Y'all, he just said something.
I just
He
said
just
it.
said something. He said, while the door is open,
It's
while
open.
the door is open, you should. Luke loves when I do this. Get out while you can. I'm telling you now. Thus saith the oracle. Because trust me, there are some things that are transpiring that you might need to see or know or be aware of. Is this the right way? Maybe it's okay. There
Oh
it
yeah, there we
is.
go.
I
That's
think I
better.
think I think it's backwards for them. Yeah. Get out while you can. Okay. And so in fact, everybody put that in the comments below. I want everybody touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, get out while you can. Because there are some things that are transpiring that you may or may not know about, depending on, how tapped in you are. But I know, I know. So put in the comments below, neighbor, get out while you can. I'm gonna go ahead and start the reading whenever you're ready, Luke, and we're gonna go ahead and give everybody their escape plan.
I love that. I'm excited for the read. I just want to mention too, if you're still
Good.
feeling a type of way, like how I felt a couple years back, and you're like, oh, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I invite you today to really connect with that future self, that self that got the love, that self that is healthy. What are they telling you in this moment? What are they telling you in this very moment? Are they telling you to stay stuck, to keep doing what you're doing, like you said, go to a new restaurant every Thursday? Or are they telling you to like take the dive, take a chance on yourself, join us, okay? And I would love to meet with you one
Yeah.
on one. And I'm really excited to see these readings because I'm telling you, Q can see. He can see. He's gonna open some things for those of y'all during your readings right now, and of course during the retreat. Trust me, like people told me like. Yes, I'm excited to see this. Thank you, Q.
Yes, and we do one-on-ones on the retreat. So I take you in your room, we close the door, and we cry together, we laugh together, we unlock doors and open up portals. We do the things that are necessary in order to make the massive shift for you. So welcome, welcome, welcome to that. So, all right, so we're gonna start with Jasmine, because Jasmine was the first person to put her date of birth in the comments below. Jasmine, are you there? Go ahead and message me if you're there, Jasmine. Fantastic. Okay. I see Mother is in the room as well. What's going
Hey,
on, Mother?
mother.
She just messaged me. Okay, good. So, Jasmine, we're going to go ahead and pull for you, my dear. And this is for you. And it's going to be short because I want you guys to stick around and I want you guys to get your escape plan. And now, let me say this is your escape plan, whatever that means for you. Okay, unless I see something really big, really bold, whatever that means for you. So apply it to your situation, apply it to your life, apply it to whatever comes up for you. But for Jasmine, the first thing that comes up for you is that to recognize that you have more options than you know. And I think that sometimes we get so, we said it before, so set in our ways, so kind of in our own patterns that we don't realize that there's bigger options or more options than you might have thought about. The work that you already put in, and I'm going to even say about 7 months ago, the work that you even put in about 7 months ago is starting to pay off, or it's going to start to pay off very soon. And so you have more options. The work is actually paying off, and you will start to see recompense. I'm talking about money, baby. I'm talking about coins. I'm talking about dollar bills. You're going to start to see money flowing in from that. Now, this is not absolute success money. Okay. This is not like, oh my God, I got it made money. This is seed money. Jasmine, type in the comments below seed money. I got options. The work is paying off, and seed money is coming in for me. Do not eat the seed. Do not eat the seed. Tree in the ground, seed in the ground, tree comes up, fruit on the tree, and more seed in the fruit. Don't eat the seed, okay? You use a seed to invest. You use a seed to put into your future. You use a seed to put back into the ground. Hear me, Jasmine, because Spirit is showing me this. It might require you selling your old car. It might require you selling your old car and doing something different. It might require you selling your old, and I'm saying car specifically, to do something different and have a different experience as it relates to this. So don't eat the seed. Use that money, use what you got coming in to do something massively different. And you're going to be getting that. And Spirit is showing me here in the next, actually, you're going to start to really see it around the 21st of July next year for sure, around the 21st of July for next year. So between now and July 21st, start to get that stuff together, start to see your options, and start to use that seed money towards getting something different. If you can't come to Thailand in February, by July, you'll be ready. So that means you can definitely come to September's retreat in Bali. So I would love to see you there, Jasmine. Fantastic. Let me know if that resonates. Thank you so much. And we're going to go over to Benjamin. Benjamin, are you still in the room? I think, Luke, you had an opportunity to meet Benjamin recently, haven't you?
Benjamin, is it Benjamin? I need to look at the last name.
Yeah, the
Benjamin, what's your last name?
Filipino Benjamin. Filipino
Yes,
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Benjamin, if you're in the room, let us know. I'm going to pull some cards for you. Benjamin, I see you are a Cancerian. My son is a Cancerian. My brother is a Cancerian. So cancers be cancering. So let's come on in the room. Yes, Benjamin said, I am here. Fantastic. All right, Benjamin, this just
Perfect.
jumped out for you. Oh, Benjamin, listen, Benjamin said, I am not going to be a fool. Okay, Benjamin, so I'm going to say this to you, and I already know what is given. Relationship is not the vibe for you. You're on a relationship journey with yourself. You're on a self-love journey. You're on turning this thing back in and get this, and finding healing in self-love. Finding healing in self-love, finding healing in the way that you need for you, that would require a death of the old you, okay? That will require a death of the old you, but a rebirth or a revivification, hear me, to revive the new you, okay? So you're using self-love to heal yourself, to go through whatever transformations or whatever changes you're going through. You're not trying to be all about somebody else. You're really being about yourself, which I think is very beautiful. Spirit is showing me here that that means a part of you has to die so that this new part of you can live, and that's okay. That's actually the way it should be, okay? Because Spirit showed me that uh, you had been foolish in your past. I'm just gonna say it like it's coming up. You had been foolish in your past, or making decisions that didn't really wasn't really the best decisions for you to make, or going through things that didn't made you feel like a fool. And it's like, I'm not doing this again. Okay. That doesn't mean it's going to be forever, though. It's just while you're going through this internal conflict, while you're going through this internal conflict and stuff that's look at them fighting self, find your other, find your higher self. That's okay. You're finding your path, you're finding your way, and that's what's most important. You're going to be walking this journey through the wilderness, but when you come to the promised land, baby, it's going to be glorious. Your promised land, Benjamin, is glorious. So I want you to recognize that. And as you're going through this process, it's okay if you let some people go. It's okay if you let some things go. It's okay if you even let parts of your old self go, because you're going to be glorious in the end of it. Okay. That's for you, Benjamin. Benjamin, put glorious in the comments below. Glorious. That's your word. Jacqueline said, I literally pulled the Ace of Pentacles the other day. This is the second time today I heard the word seed and invest. Listen, you can't lose with the stuff I use. Okay. All right. So next we have Johnny. Next we have Johnny. Luke, feel free to throw in anything you want to throw in as well.
And I just wanted to say it's magical hearing what Q's doing right now, seeing things. This is something they're studying at multiple universities, psychic abilities. So when people are tapping in to that psychic ability, like what Q's doing right now and doing the readings, he's using his entire brain. When you're with like literally, okay, he's activating all of it. And so that's why it's blowing my mind because I personally know Benjamin to hear these things that you're talking about that you know that you're getting Q. And so like with doing this wellness and you get the magic, y'all. I always like to think of our retreats in this experience like wellness meets destiny, okay? When you're working with both of us, you're unstoppable,
Mm,
okay? So yeah, thank you for sharing
yes.
that, Q. Yeah.
Yes. And Luke, I might just so you know, I might need some poses because some yoga poses because my back last night I was watching a movie and I tried to get up and my back just like so
No.
I need some poses that's gonna help me with my back like this like this. Is that's one of them, right?
Yeah. Shoulder dips. We
Okay.
need, yeah. And so what's cool too is I've been teaching online yoga and fitness 3 times a week with you on Fitergy Unlimited. Now, when you get me in person, I'm trained in massage. I'm going to be bringing in my Tiger Balm, which we have here in Thailand, my organic aromatherapy, all those good things so that, yeah, we can really work on that and like, and help with your back. Now, if your back, now where's your back hurt, Q? So I can like walk you through this. Where does it hurt?
It's lower back right by my tailbone, but to the right of my tailbone. So
So
it's like
I was
lower butt back. Is that pigeon pose? Do I need pigeon pose?
I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna be a wide-legged forward fold. That's one of my favorites for that lower back. So I'm gonna just show
Like,
y'all. I don't know if you can hear me when I would step on back, but of course, you're gonna do the shoulder dips left and right to get the done. Now you're gonna also rise, create an X with your body. Grab your palms behind your body and parallel your feet. Q. Now inhale, lift your heart, look up. Exhale, hinge, wide-legged forward
I gotta,
fold. Hang your
oh,
head.
like that. Okay,
Look
like
left,
that.
look right.
Hold on a second. Okay, hold on, like this.
And
Ah.
then grab opposite elbows and sway side to side as you hang your
Oh, that's
head
better.
and wide-legged
Oh,
forward
I feel it.
fold. And that can really help with your SI joint, which may be pinched right now. All right. And you all who are watching this, you can do this too, but just hang your head heavy, grab opposite elbows and sway side to side forward back. That can
Oh, side
really
to side
help,
like this.
okay?
Yes,
I
I
used
feel it
to,
already. Oh,
you
Jesus.
feel it?
Oh,
So
yes.
yeah, do that stretch and then
Whew.
like sometimes Q, we need to stretch like that for like 45 seconds, okay? So it's longer than just
Okay.
a little 5, 10 things,
Well,
so do it later.
I'm gonna do it
Let me show
after
you.
the live. I just need to know
Yes.
this, and I know you. Before we got off the live, I wanted to get it from you. Listen. Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
have a lot of room
We're
because
gonna
I'm
do
using
that.
my headphones. But y'all, I'm my back. I got up off the couch, and my back said, "I don't know what it did."
Oh. And another thing, if you have, and a lot of people out there probably have lower back pain, is you can do a supported bridge pose for about 3 to 5 minutes. A bridge pose is
Mhm.
where you grab blocks. You put
Supported
the
bridge
blocks
pose.
beneath your hips while you lay down. You can Google it, bridge pose.
Oh,
And you need to
like
extend your
this.
arms behind you and lay on your back. And then you're gonna stay there for 3 minutes to five
I'm sorry,
minutes.
I don't
And
like that.
that gonna help because if you pinched a nerve back there, that can help. So anyways, yeah, like
Okay.
I'll give you all those things when you come here to Thailand, when y'all come to the retreat too.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do
like
yoga
we
every morning.
help.
Every morning on the retreat, we wake up, what do you call it, sun salutations yoga or something like that.
Yeah, we
Where you
do
greet
we
the
do
sun.
vinyasa style yoga, and this round was, of course, we're tailoring it to the bodies that show up. We are going to be doing some more fitness, so we're going to get your abs on. We're going to do some chest,
It's my
some
tree
body
pose.
sculpt. So you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna leave feeling and looking good. You're
Ooh,
gonna
yes,
really get that foundation of yoga, and we have people coming on the retreats that have never done yoga before. That's okay. I
yes,
love working with beginners.
yes,
I work with people ages 28 to 85. So I
yes.
love it, love it, love it, love it. So you're gonna get it all when you come with us.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Luke. Johnny said, "Yes, sir." Johnny said, "I'm ready." Johnny, thank you so much for being patient. I just needed to get a quick yoga class with Luke Lintott. I appreciate that. And Fitergy Wellness, absolutely loving it.
Yes.
so, so Johnny, this is for you. So, Johnny, as I'm looking here at your situation, we're talking about your escape plan, right? We're talking about you kind of getting free. Johnny, for me, the first thing that's coming up here is around sex and sexuality. Okay. And so the first thing that comes up here is around sex and sexuality. It's showing me that whatever you're doing, whatever you're into, whatever is supposed to make you feel good, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Okay. This is not an indictment. This is no judgment, but it's like whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. If you're doing it just as an escape, hear me, sex and sexuality just as an escape from pain, as an escape from grief, as an escape from fear, as an escape from stress. If you're just doing it as an escape, then that's something to consider, right? Because what I'm seeing here is that by putting yourself in situations where it's almost like you're interrupting your destiny here. Okay, so I want to be very clear to make sure you're not interrupting your destiny. You want to make sure you're doing things and you're moving in ways that align with your destiny, and that could be even people. Right? You're connecting with individuals that align with your destiny, not low vibrational individuals that don't align with your destiny. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So be very clear and intentional about whom you're connecting with, because everything at this point, Johnny, your escape plan, everything is going to be really important for you to do things that are aligning with your destiny as opposed to people who don't. Now, let me also say this, that I see that there might have been some conflict that has since been resolved or is being resolved. So that's a really, really good thing. Make sure you're doing things to kind of keep the peace. That's going to be really important. Your magic is very strong. I know you're a Native American and I know you have that strong Native magic. Let me tell you something. Your personal power is extremely high right now. Okay. But it's high because you're aware of it in consciousness. Imagine if you were aware of it or surrounded by it in the physical body. So getting out of your homeland or getting out of that current scene that you're in and going to some of these other countries where indigenous people are, that would be extremely powerful for you. Okay. Yes, being resolved. Okay. He says, I haven't been engaged sexually at all. Okay, good. Well, make sure that you're not doing anything that's going to not align with your destiny, because that's something to be considered, right? But what I'll say here is that getting out of your current space, and look, the world card is about travel. It's about and understanding that you're spiritually supported. You're spiritually supported wherever you are in the world. This is what the four spirits represent, the four cardinal points, the four spirits in Revelation, that you're spiritually supported wherever you go in the world. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that part. That's the last thing to think about. How am I going to make it? How am I going to be supported? What am I going to do? That ain't your question. Your question is, who am I? Who am I? Look, with the magician, who am I on this journey? Who am I as I go through this thing? Who am I as I start to experience this new world? That's what you want to focus on, Johnny. Anyway, let's talk soon. And I will see you in Thailand because you will be coming to Thailand.
Yes. And
Yes.
before I forget, I wanted to mention Thailand is the only country in Southeast Asia that was never colonized. There's no influence from the French, no American influence, none of that. So they don't
That's
have a
right.
history of violence and all that stuff. So that's why here there ain't no crime, okay? And it's a very native way of interacting. And I'm also Native American descent. I always tell people like it feels very native here. Like you don't gotta even lock your door, okay? And
You
people,
don't.
there's no, people are really like caring for you and they're really, really incredibly happy. Whatever role in life people have here in Thailand, most people are very content knowing that they have a future life. And if they are good in this lifetime, the next life is going to be 10 times better. Okay. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That's like another sign coming to me as you see, as you share
Yes.
more.
No, that's absolutely right. That you don't. Let me tell you something. There now, you don't have to lock your door. When I was in Thailand, sometimes when it would get hot, because it's Thailand, it's hot sometimes. Sometimes when it would get hot, I would open my windows and then I would to let the breeze flow through. I would open my front door, and I would sit like a water jug or something in front of the front door, and I would fall asleep in my bed, tucked in my bed, fall asleep. Wake up in the morning, door still open, all my stuff still there. It was wonderful. And I'm talking about no screen door, no, like it would just be an open door. And I would just go to
Yeah.
sleep, wake up in the morning, everything is fine. Go move the bottle, close the door. Nobody walked in. Nobody tried to, come in and take my television that was sitting right in my living room. Nope. Thailand is wonderful.
Yeah, and it's very like it's a very thankful country, one of the most spiritual countries in the entire universe in the whole world. And like people are always bowing to you, saying thank you. It's not just something in yoga at the end of our yoga
No.
class we say namaste, thank you. Like this is something that the people are doing all the time here, and it's just very, very beautiful. And another thing too, when there's traffic here in Thailand, even down in Bangkok, up here in Chiang Mai too, there's no honking. People are very respectful, like very peaceful, like especially whenever there's some sort of misunderstanding. And I was actually reading about the tenets of Buddhism are not necessarily that you're toxically positive. It's that when you experience disagreements, misunderstandings, you're able to step away and not listen to your thoughts. You're able to listen to your spirit and be like understanding of that person, but not react in a way that can cause a bigger ripple, right? A bigger conflict. And I really see that being here, like it's been incredibly healing for me, being mostly in Thailand for the last 9 months. And so yeah, I'm excited to have you join us and everyone else. And whether it is town or it is Bali, the magic island of Bali, like y'all, yes, you gotta come.
I
It's
love
gonna be
it. I love it.
amazing.
So Melissa, and then we got Victoria, and then we're going to be finished with the list. So Melissa, are you still there, Melissa? I think Melissa's still in the room. I didn't see her dash out. So Melissa, this is for you, okay? And the first thing that comes up for you, Melissa, is that don't nobody bring me no bad news, okay? No bad news is your thing. Put that in the chat, Melissa, below. No bad news. Like you really are so in a positive vibe right now. You're such in a space where things are coming to you in a way where it's like every indication, every conversation, everything that you are receiving is to bring you higher and give you a better reality. Even though, hear me, even though there might be some bad news, and I'm using that word denotatively, even though there might be some bad news going on around you, don't nobody bring me no bad news. No bad news. Okay. And so I want you to recognize that you have the opportunity to start to escape from the bad news and escape from things that's going on, even if it's just in what you hear or what you see or people around you. You have the opportunity to start to escape a little bit better. And that could be escaping from things that you don't want to do anymore, escaping from places you don't want to go anymore. You have this opportunity, and escaping these things are going to be just a stepping stone to uh, a larger release of things that are to come. Let me say this, because what Spirit is showing me is that sometimes sometimes making choices for you might feel like betrayal for past agreements that you made. Making something choices that benefit you might feel like betrayal from these past agreements. Okay. I want you to realize that prioritizing yourself, self-preservation, self-preservation, you finding your own eat, pray, love experience so you can find yourself and do it. That's, if that's for you, that's for you, right? You don't have to consider other people in your um, journey of self, right? You don't have to consider other people when you're discovering you. That doesn't even make sense. Okay. And so as you're discovering you, you're on your journey to do that. Why am I thinking about, well, how's she gonna feel? Are they gonna miss me? What about this? What about that? Yada 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 yada. She got it. You understand exactly what
Yes.
I'm talking about. It's just not even conducive to what you're trying to accomplish here. It does say you need a plan, though. It says you need to write some things out. I'm seeing about 3 pages worth of plans, like 3 pages of, okay, this is accomplished. Now I'm on to this list. Now I've gotten this accomplished. And you're going to start to put some things in place. This could be 3 different itineraries, whatever it is, but I'm seeing you definitely taking a journey towards what that's going to look like for you. And it is a beautiful no bad news tour. That's it. No bad news tour. Wherever I go, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm not sinking into what the world is going through, if that makes sense. I'm not going to sink into that. So I love this for you, Melissa. And I think that this is a really, really good place for you to be. Money abounds for you. So I don't see any issues with money and love. The lover's card comes up here. The lover's card comes up here. The lover's card comes up here. So love is definitely a part of this journey as well. So uh, that's wonderful too. All right. That's for you, Melissa.
Yes, Melissa.
Yes.
That is wonderful.
Yes, she said yes. Been told more than that once. That more than once. Yep, fantastic. Okay, lastly is Victoria. Victoria is Leo. Victoria, if you're in the room, please let me know. Thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate you, sweetie. Oh, there we go. Victoria, that just jumped right out for you. Yes, you're welcome, baby. All right, Victoria, if you're still in the room, let me know, and then we'll go ahead and do Victoria, and then we're going to close out. If you have not booked your your one-on-one with us, your consultation,
And book.
look, how do they do it? Go to
Yeah.
what?
So you the link is in my bio right here in this description, lukelintott.com/Bali or lukelintott.com/Thailand, and book that session with yours truly. If you want Q to also be on the call, we can potentially arrange that too. Okay. No, now during this session, it's an opportunity for us to authentically connect and to talk more about these retreats and maybe explore you signing on to join us. And I might as well just share specifics about both experiences right now. So first things first, the upcoming SoulFit Summit Thailand retreat is based here in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand. Beautiful place, just literally miles away from the elephants, the jungles. You're going to be experiencing the authentic, beautiful Thailand. And the theme is looking good, healing deep, living longer.
I'm gonna grab some
And
water.
we're going to be doing all the things here in magical Thailand, going to an elephant sanctuary, cooking class, yoga and wellness every day, magic with the Master Oracle, your one-on-one readings with him as well. And there's a lot of bonuses in your retreat package. And I want to mention if you sign on with us for Thailand or Bali this month only, so until Halloween in a couple of days, I'm going to send you a free copy of my best-selling book so you can prepare yourself emotionally, bestseller in emotions and mental health. You can prepare yourself emotionally as well as physically, right, for our upcoming experience together. And so you're going to get that experience when you come with us to Thailand. The dates, February 23rd to the 28th. So it's about 4 or 5 months out there from now. And we're going to have 6 days today, 6 magical days. You don't got to think about nothing, okay? We're going to, like you said, we're going to have someone in a luxury van with a sign with your name on it picking you up at the airport, all your meals all included, all of the experiences. Now you can also do other things. You can also stay longer. We're here to help with that. You can also buy souvenirs. So I always say leave half of your suitcase empty so you can take home some amazing clothing, some jewelry, what have you. Now, logistics, how much does this program cost? Right now, it is just $3,997 for a shared room, just $500 more if you're going to get your private room. We only have 6 spots left. We have people from New Zealand and USA signed up already. So do schedule your session if you want, to learn more before it's gone. And you do get $500 Fitergy Wellness Voucher that you can use on a future retreat. So if you sign on this month only, so get in that retreat consultation. Now, logistics on the Bali retreat, we are so incredibly excited. That is a whole year out from now. Bali is going to be an experience where wellness meets destiny. We're going to be doing even more of the rituals. We're going to do the water purification ceremony at Tirta and Pool, one of the most beautiful temples on the island. We're going to do a coffee and tea tour, have a catered meals, of course, and a whole day of self-care at the luxury villa. We're going to go to the beach, Seminyak, the LGBT center of Bali, watch the sunset, watch some fire dance. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to be on the magical island of Bali. So you ain't going to want to miss that one. That one is September 7th to the 12th. It is Labor Day weekend. So you only got to use 4 vacation days. It is going to be 6 magical days together. And the cost for that one, the investment is just $6,997 all inclusive. And you can get a private room for just a bit more, $9,997. And the thing with Bali is that you get 1 year of wellness support, a whole year included with your package. That's $4,200 value which you get through Fitergy Wellness. You get all my hypnosis, all my coaching, my wellness online, my wellness vault of over 5 years as an online digital wellness consultant. Okay. So it's been
Nice.
bought Tom, and you get the $500 Fitergy Wellness Voucher. So that one is coming up, and that payment plan comes out to just $600 monthly over the next 11 months. So we're making it really accessible for y'all so that you can plan literally a whole 11 months out. So if you're interested,
Nice.
drop interest in the comments or
That's
click on
only like
that
20
link.
bucks. That's only like $20 a
It's 20
day. That's
bucks.
like $20.
It's 20 bucks a
Yeah,
day. That's why I'm like,
that's
y'all, come
wonderful.
on. And for Thailand right now, the payment plan is just 875 monthly. So I'm okay with you spreading it out over the next 4 payments for Thailand too. But like I said, you get 11 payments with Bali, so it's just 600.
Nice, 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 nice.
Yeah.
So listen, we're gonna go ahead and do Victoria, and then after Victoria, we're gonna close out. So thank you guys so much for being here. I do really appreciate it. Victoria, this is so powerful. So the first thing that comes through for you, Victoria, is that your karma is already setting things in motion for you. Things are already shifting, waves of energy and light and good are coming from you. And so your karma is already kind of moving things before you think. This is what's coming to mind. Think about like a snowplow. If you've ever seen a snowplow, I don't know where you live, but if you've ever seen a snowplow and all the stuff goes like this out of the way as you're doing the snowplow, that's kind of what I'm seeing here, Victoria. And so things are moving for you in such a way where that's going to be um, clearing the path. Thank you, Spirit. Clearing the path for you to do something different with your life, do something different in a whole new way. Now you are in a wait. You're playing a bit of a waiting game, and this could be because of finances, or it could be because of just like having to go through this matriculation process. But you're playing a bit of a waiting game right now, and that's okay, because while you're waiting, you're planning. While you're waiting, you're growing. While you're waiting, things are unlocking for you. And look, and it says here, victory despite obstacles. This is the victory card. This is the Ace of Swords victory card. That's Excalibur. You wield Excalibur, baby. Can't no, you can't lose. You can't lose when you rock with this kind of energy that you're rocking with. And so I feel very, very good about this for you. Now, I do see some heartbreak in the past. I do see heartbreak that has tormented you, made you feel some kind of way over the years. Three of hearts here, three of swords. And so I will understand that if the heartbreak feels big, that's true. I get it, right? But catch this: the Ace of Swords still trumps that. It still conquers that victory despite obstacles. Here's the obstacles. Here's the victory despite the obstacles. So I totally get what you're going through right now. What the problem is, hear me. The problem is that you're holding on too tightly. You're holding on. Look how you're holding on to it so long, so tight, holding on to your story, holding on to what you've been through, holding on, and will not let it go like this, like this. I will not let it go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Well, well, if that's what you want to have happen, but what it's doing is it's interrupting any future flows. The night is about action. This interrupting any future actions. So this is what I want to give you. It says here that this is your postcard from Spirit. So this is a postcard from Spirit for you, Victoria. It says you need to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone, and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of your old story. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of your old story. Doesn't mean your old story didn't have burden. The old story did have some burden, but forgiveness releases you from that. Forgiveness releases that burden. God, I feel goosebumps. Forgiveness releases the burden of the old story. I hope you get this. So, your escape plan for you, Victoria, is understanding that your karma is already making waves for you. It's already moving things out of the way, and that forgiveness is going to release you from the burden of your old story, and that you're going to have the victory despite any obstacles that come up. So, I feel very good about that for you, Victoria. Please, please, please connect with me, and let's talk as we go into the future. But I absolutely love this. If you want to come to Bali, I think Bali will be really good for you. I don't know if you said Bali was on your list. Victoria is the one that said Bali was on her list. So if you want to come to Bali, Victoria, let's go ahead and put things in motion to make that happen. Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet with you, Victoria. And I just wanted to shout out the people that have already scheduled your retreat consultations, and of course, the amazing souls that have already registered to join us in either Thailand, Bali, or both. Okay, like I'm so incredibly excited that we are co-creating this again, going to Thailand, going to Bali. And as you can see, the Master Oracle Q is incredibly gifted at what he does in his readings that he's doing right now on Zoom through comments. Imagine if you meeting with him and with us in real life. Imagine to that next level that you would get to. And I wanted to also mention someone, because I had someone reach out to me about this. Your signups for the retreats, you meeting with one of us is confidential. So we cannot tag you in anything. And whether you are high profile, you just don't want no one to know that you're joining, that's okay. So I wanted to
Yep.
mention that's also an option too. And if the opposite is true and you want to be shining bright, we're here to help with that too, and getting you out there.
Shine
But I
bright
just
like a
want
diamond.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
we are gonna have fun, y'all. Like I just wanted that brought me back to when we took our cooking class here in Thailand, and it was like a dance party. Like literally, it was a
Yes.
party the whole time when we were here in
You
Thailand.
guys had a
Like
lot of fun.
it was so much fun. We have people that signed up for Thailand that already did it last year. They're doing it a second year in a row. So I think that's a really good sign. And for those of you that are considering doing it a second round, we are going to be going to new spiritual sites. We're going to be going to the night market. We are doing new things this year, and it's going to be bigger and better, y'all. The same with Bali.
New
Bali, I would love to
restaurants.
invite you. New restaurants, yeah. New restaurants, new
Hmm.
food, new experiences. And like I've been living here for, 9 plus months. So like you're gonna get a really authentic local experience. And I would love to invite you to be the first SoulFit Summit in Bali in September 2026. And so, if any of this is calling to you, if you're watching this live or the replay, this is a sign you made it all the way to the end, okay? So, like, let's schedule a one-on-one call, no strings attached. And once again, you get my book, you get a Fitergy Wellness $500 voucher, you get a year of wellness support with Bali, and the list goes on. So, we're so excited to meet you in real life in February or September 2026. Comment
Yes.
interest
And
more information.
I will be doing karaoke in each of these destinations. So
Yes.
if you want to come for a show, you get free tickets with your sign up, free tickets to a karaoke concert by Q.
Yes. I love me some karaoke too. I want to mention that just bring me back to like our villa has karaoke installed in the
Yep.
living room here in Thailand. All right. And like I said, there's a pool. Last year we were swimming in the pool at night. So we're entering right now in Thailand. It's winter. So winter in Thailand means that it drops to 80 degrees, 85 degrees. It's perfect. It's perfect. There's no rain. Okay, it's been hot. It's been hot. Okay, I'm loving it. I'm like
Right.
walking outside. I'm not sweating real bad. So it's fantastic time to come in February. And also Bali, y'all. Bali. Okay. The villa that we looking at booking, it is a 10 out of 10. Q saw a picture of it, like huge
Yes.
pool, jacuzzi, multiple stories. And we're going to be in the heart chakra of the world, Ubud. So walk steps
Yes.
away from shops and the statues in Bali, they literally were inspiration for the Wizard of Oz. There's like the flying monkeys that are made out of
Oh, I
stone.
didn't know
Like
that.
it's amazing. Yeah. So like when you walk around these
Wow.
carvings and the gods and everything, it's just so cool to be there. So I'm so excited. So if you're interested, let us know and click on that link to
Yes.
schedule your call. Anything
Awesome,
else you want to
guys.
add, Q? And how can they contact you, Q?
Yeah, yeah. Just definitely reach out to me here on Facebook. If you're on this live, then you're following us on Facebook, so you can reach out to me here. I've been commenting all throughout, and then also too, you can reach me on Instagram at the Master Oracle. So at symbol the Master Oracle as well.
Thank you all so much. Have an amazing day, and I will see y'all in February and September, Bali, Thailand slash. Let's schedule that call. See you online soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment your greatest takeaway below and have an amazing day, y'all. Bye bye. Thank you.
Namaste. Peace.